Hello YouTube, it's Back in the Day Toys with a Carboot haul, charity shop haul and eBay finds video. So, went to 2 car boots today. The one we went to last week because we couldn't get to the big one, and the big one because the roads are now accessible. I'll show you the stuff I got at the little one first. So, this was from the same seller who had the Disneykins stuff last week. He had this Masonic little envelope type leather case thing that has one of their tabards, apron things in. He had this on display with it last week, and this is what I wanted. He wouldn't sell this separate, but I liked that it had this funny seal, and this is different from my other certificate. I do have another one, but this one was from 1884, whereas my one's from like 1911, so they do look very different. I don't know if that's because of different lodges or the age. Wanted a tenner for this last week. When I went back to get the Disneykins, he did say it could be 8. Well, this week it was 5. So for 5, we'll have it. And he also threw this little bike in as well, which isn't really anything too exciting. It's just some little Matchbox toy bike thing from like 1998. Never mind. Went back to get the rest of the crossbows and catapult bits. There were these 2 fellas in there. Grabbed them. Got this little flag, which is obviously some old Lego. And quite a few crossbow and catapult bits. He wanted £1 for the whole bundle. I got more than I got last week, I felt, so I said, go on, I'll give you £2, because I'm just such a generous guy like that, aren't I? Found this little lot. Now, this was all bagged and, all loose on a tarpaulin on the floor, and it's from a seller that I really dislike. He's just really rude and horrible and nasty. So I walked past, and I saw that he had these. These are, what were they called? Elements? No, World Industries. Oh, it's written on the board there. I think these were World Industry, or maybe they were Elements. Maybe I got it right the first time. But yeah, they're magnetic. They were meant to sit on things. So I thought, I'll go past at the end. I'll ask him if I'm really desperate for things for a video. So I went back, and he's got all these toys with a load of bits of Connects and other rubbish there. How much are your toys over on the mat there, mate? Well, pick some up and I'll tell you. And I went, oh, all right, I'll do that. And then he was going, well, yeah, 50p each or 3 for £1. And I thought, well, yeah, that's all you needed to say, mate. So I picked a few things up. This is an old WWF wrestler thing. This is an old Batman card, but it's a reissue one. It's not one of the real OG ones. Old school Mighty Morphin Power Rangers pin. Someone's weapon, but I don't know whose weapon that is. That's new to me. This creepy looking alien in like an egg thing. But yeah, not seen one like that before, quite like that. Got this World Industries skateboard, but it's missing one of the treads, the decks. I don't know what they're called. Another one there. The 2 little fellas, but I'm not sure they actually go with that one. I think these might be from something else. I don't know. This, which Spooky Duke's spoke covers. I don't know, I just like the font. It looked a bit 90s, so I thought, sod it, throw it in there. This little dude. Then you've got this guy who's clearly Micro Machines. This dude who is from Mighty Max, but whose name I forget now. That's a shame. This dude who I think he's from like a Micro Machines Polly Pocket size playset, as I think this woman is. These are probably Disney related. This, which is like a bullet to something, but it's got like a face on the end of it. But yeah, I thought it was a weapon at first, but now I'm thinking it's a bullet with that little bit there. But yeah, I have to look up what that's actually from. And another Micro Machines thing. So I didn't know if he was going to do 3 for £1 for these tiny little things, because then that's £2, and I don't know if it's worth it. And then some of these things I'm not like, overly keen on. But yeah, what would you have there? £1, £2, £3, £4, £5. Oh, he only gave me like 2 things for free anyway. But he was like, yeah, 5 of the lot. And I just went, bollocks to it. I ain't got anything else today. And there's some cool little bits in there. So I went, yeah, fine, £5. Was very kind and friendly with him. But yeah, probably shouldn't have been. So, big car boot. Really found not a lot. Almost wasn't worth driving over there today. Found this Harry Potter. It's obviously missing his glasses. Don't know what year it's from. Got some weird stickers on him. He came with this suitcase, which is empty. This owl. and there was a little wand, but maybe that's snapped or chewed or something, because that looks a bit small. I think someone's chewed that, unfortunately. So I asked her how much that was. She said it was £2. So I was going to just walk away from it. I don't want to pay £2 for that. And she said it should come with a trolley, this thing. So we had a little look, couldn't see the trolley, and she went, someone's nicked the trolley. Who just nicks a trolley? Oh, how terrible. Well, without the trolley, you can have it for 50p. So I went, yeah, all right. So picked that up for 50p, then started looking at all these kids' books she had here, and then she suddenly went, oh, look, there's the trolley. I'll just have it. So, yeah, 50p for that weird-looking Harry Potter nonsense. And then this was her stack of books. I asked her how much the kids' books were, and she said 4 for £1. So we picked up something like 24 or 28. A few of them are the Meg and Mog character books. Oh, that one's got a bit of pen damage on it. That's a shame. I used to have these as a kid. Roald Dahl's Revolting Rhymes. Nice little book. Peepoo, but the artist on that makes me think of the... What was he? He wasn't a zookeeper, was he? He was like a groundskeeper for a park. I forget, but it looks very similar to that. A whole treasury of songs. Bar at Home. Roald Dahl, James and the Giant Peach. These I've never heard of. Winnie's Amazing Antics, but I just like the artwork. Winnie's Midnight Dragon. Up with the Birds, which I just liked because it has Quentin Blake sort of diagrams in there. Winnie's Amazing Pumpkin. Winnie's New Computer. My Red Hat, which I don't think is anything really too special, but I did have a flick through and thought I actually quite like the art on there. Maybe it's a nice little story. So we picked that up. Winnie's Magic Wand. Winnie at the Seaside. The Dinosaur That Pooped the Bed. Okay. The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. Old school looking Fantastic Mr. Fox. Feels very thin for Fantastic Mr. Fox. Would have thought that was a bigger book. Never mind. Old Owl at School. Another Meg Mog. There's a Wocket in My Pocket. Dr. Seuss. Really like the look of these. Sir Scallywag and the Battle of Stinky Bottom. Really, really like the sound of these ones. The Dinosaur That Pooped Christmas. Of course. The Dinosaur That Pooped the Past. As you do. The Sir Scallywag and the Golden Underpants. Sir Scallywag and the Deadly Dragon Poo. The Dinosaur That Pooped a Pirate. I like how that's got a shiny cover. And the Dinosaur That Pooped a Planet. So it was £7 for all the books in the end. I'm not sure if any of them would actually be worth anything. Maybe one day, if I ever have some little kids of my own, they would just be fun books to read to them. But who knows? We'll see what happens with those. So, next we'll go through the stuff we found in the charity shop. So, found this in a charity shop for 75p. It's a Funko Pop. I can't remember if it was Marvel or DC, but I think it was DC. Don't know what it is, but thought 75p. We'll have him. Went in another charity shop. They had some very expensive Playmobil. And then they had this bag, which they had labelled, I think it was £2. Might have been £1, but it was £1 or £2. And I looked at them and thought, this looks suspiciously Playmobil-y to me. But they've got all the other Playmobil bagged and labelled. So I started looking for like branding on here. And I couldn't see any. So I ended up taking them out of the bag. And just behind this elephant's ear here, I don't think we'll be able to see it on camera. Maybe. But that says Playmobil 1980. So this is like a particularly old Playmobil set, perhaps. So who knows? Maybe it's worth a couple of quid. Maybe it's not. This is from the 10p box in the charity shop, where previously I got all those Transformers comics. So I just picked a load of 10p things up. This weird-looking dinosaur thing. This cereal toy of a lightsaber. This very small, weird-looking Transformer. It's clearly a Decepticon of some kind, but yeah, it's a bit of an odd one, that one. This saddle, because I thought maybe that might go with, like, Woody and his horse, or maybe, is it Jesse? Maybe that's Jesse's thing. This was the coolest one in the box, though. Surely that's the dude from Spider-Man. That's Spider-Man's boss, right? The guy who runs the newspaper thing. I mean, I can't really tell. There's nothing written on it, so it's just weird. Whatever it is, it was worth £1 for that alone, so I just picked up other trash. Huey, Dewey, or Louie, I guess. Little troll. A sword, which may be Playmobil, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's some sort of Playmobil fire sword. Lego character, missing a head. And another saddle. Maybe these saddles aren't anything good. But yeah, that was what we found at the charity shops. Not a whole lot. Next on to eBay hauls. Now, these are really old knockoff sort of dinosaur toys. This one's affectionately known as the Frog Monster. Really like him. Doesn't stand up very well, as frogs don't. And this sort of two-headed, weird-looking dragon. They look like the old Imperial toys. I don't think they actually are, but I just love the colour scheme. They were quite expensive, or at least more than I was willing to pay, so I started watching them on eBay and got a notification that this one had dropped to something like £8 and this one had dropped to something like 10 instead of like, I don't know what this one was, 12 and 15 or something, I don't know. But anyway, including postage, they worked out about tenner each, so was happy to get those. Then I've got two different sellers stuff here. One guy has some books, and some books I'm really paying up for. These comics, these Independence Day ones, these were very cheap. It was 3 for £3. So you got Independence Day 0, Independence Day 1, and Independence Day 2. This one they had up at £20, but it is a Street Sharks magazine that I've never seen. It's number 1. It still has all the stickers with it. So yeah, I watched it, but I wasn't prepared to pay £20. Eventually they dropped it to 15, so I bought it because it was going to have reduced shipping in a bundle. This is the one I really wanted, the Werebears magazine. It's only number 4, but I've never seen a Werebears magazine, and I do love Werebears. So I put in a ludicrous bid thinking, well, it's never going to go for that much money. And it did go for absolutely stupid money. So in the end, paid a lot more for this than I would have liked to, more than I'm going to admit on camera, but was very pleased to have these cool books. And then the rest of this little pile here all came from one seller. He had a load of McDonald's stuff. So he had this really cool animated series, Batman and Robin, like Happy Meal bag. So yeah, I'd never seen one of those. That was pretty cheap. He had these Casper Lions chocolate rolls. So they're just like mini rolls. So I'll try and find some of those down the supermarket and then pop them in here because I think that looks neat. Had this cool Flintstones cookie box. So we're going to take that out of the packet, square it back up, put it on the shelf in the kitchen. And then the rest of these are pretty much all just Burger King or McDonald's little, what they called Happy Meal boxes. This one you can make like a face out of or a mask or something, I imagine. In fact, I've got two the same there. There's a Action Man, like sort of top secret little briefcase thing. This one I think is from Aladdin by the look of things. Yeah, it's got to be Aladdin, doesn't it? This one, which is just some sort of like haunted house sort of thing. Oh, I might sneeze. Apologies. Sorry, guys. There's the nuggets. They started recently redoing those nuggets in the States, but not in the UK, I don't think. Another one there, Halloween. And another couple of these where they're like dragons, make dragon masks. I always think, much like those books there, maybe one day I'll have kids, and if I'm trying to encourage them to have like food and something, I'll give them a few of those. I was telling one of the guys at work, you know, that there's value in stupid things. And I was telling him about Argos catalogues holding some value. This is from the year 2000, I think, this one. Oh, no. You know what? It's from 2005. Oh, it's not. No wonder I didn't think it was such a good year. So yeah, I thought this one was from the year 2000, but it's actually 2000 items in stock or reduced or something. And it's the spring-summer one, so it doesn't have quite so many cool things. So I would have been like, what, 18 when this came out. So this is after the time I was collecting toys. So yeah, no wonder when I flipped through it, there wasn't anything that really actually appealed to me so much. Which is a shame, but yeah. So he found that when he was clearing out one of the offices at work. So he was like, "There you go, mate. There's an Argos catalogue for you." So cheers for that, buddy. And same seller had the with all the McDonald's stuff. Had these. These were Muller Kids Corner button covers. I'd like to have had a variety of colours, but in fact I've just got 4 red ones, and 2 of them say Crucial. So they're proper 90s looking things. Mega. It's mega. Mega wicked. So yeah, pick them up. So yeah, that is my eBay, charity shop, and Carboot haul nonsense for a week. Yeah, nothing too exciting, but hope you enjoy. Bye.